Well, hey guys, thanks for stopping by. This is the Tina Fey BossyPants audiobook download review. I've basically been so attracted to the cover of this title that I thought I'd just speak about it a little bit. What I've done is I've basically browsed the web to try and get an overall feel for what the critics, the readers are actually saying about BossyPants so far. It seems to have attracted a lot of attention, there's a lot of buzz. So I spent quite a bit of time reading the review so I could present the best and worst scenarios in one video, which will hopefully help you decide whether or not you should bother buying the audiobook. I do hope it's helpful. Would appreciate your comments, particularly if you've already actually listened to the audiobook. Tell us what you thought. Really, as you can imagine, looking at the image, it does seem to be as if it is Tina Fey against, that's it, you said it, the alpha male. He says he does the cooking. Tina Fey may not think that is the case. So the rough humor is Fey's, you know, Fey, it's basically what she loves. You probably know how she works. It's exactly what the movement needs. Fey's strategy for dealing with everything from entrenched discrimination to garden variety chauvinism is to write a joke, but make sure it's a better joke than everyone else in the room. It's a statement you've probably heard before. The thing is, some of us have actually forgotten the basic point, which is responding to a situation with humor as opposed to, say, dead serious self-righteousness is a rhetorically effective way to get a political point across. And essentially, it's no surprise that her autobiography, BossyPants, is hilarious. I personally love the idea of it. And much of the critics agree on that simple fact. But there is some dissent over whether it does its job as a memoir. The majority feel it's brilliant. The naysayers are truly in the minority from what I've seen. Or maybe they just need a little bit more time to listen to the audiobook or read the book. Or maybe they need to learn to read. Excuse me. But yeah, when Fey actually signed a book contract in the fall of '08, at the height of a Sarah Palin, you know, portraying ubiquity, some of her fans may have actually felt a twinge of unease. Was she heading into the realm of celebrity cash-in books, is the only way I could describe it. Would she come out with an empty memoir with a glossy picture on the cover? And many other questions quite like these. But the fact is, many were worried. But the arrival of the delightful BossyPants, I must admit that it's fantastic. Doesn't just put, you know, it basically puts those fears at rest. Anyone that was worried, I feel you just don't need to be worried. It makes many want to actually apologize for the brain spasms they had that caused them to forget Fey's foremost talent. Writing, absolutely. If you think back from her days as the first female head writer at Saturday Night Live, to scripting Mean Girls, to creating and actually sustaining 30 Rock, you know, she's always produced things we want to watch. So why not a book that fans and even non-fans would want to read? It makes absolute sense, doesn't it? But I mean, if you move on to, you know, the worst reviews that we have here, there's a 1-star here. Paper version must lack punctuation. Tina Fey reads this book as though it lacks a single comma, period, or paragraph break, and does so at full speed. Although this presentation might work well for the dialogue of a character in a sitcom, it drives you crazy as an Audible book lover. I am surprised by the number of folks who had commented that she'd been a good choice as a narrator. Halfway through the book, I have yet to experience one chuckle. Well, I don't know about that review. Let's move on. I'll read because of time. You can read the second one, which is titled Did Not Chuckle Once. I'm going to read the last one. Blah, blah, blah. Skip it, or call a 6th grader to go on and on about drama class with such insignificant stories about nothing. I lost moments of my life, and I don't care about the scar. Well, that's pretty much the worst that I seem to have found. Move on to the best reviews. Thoroughly entertaining, 5-star. I loved this book so much that I didn't want to turn it off. I was listening to it while hiking at the mountain, and I got some amused looks when passers-by saw me laughing out loud. It's funny, interesting, insightful, and honest. My only disappointment is that it ended. Now I tell you, my best review is this one here. Tina Fey broke my new SUV. With 3124 on my new SUV's odometer, I was laughing so hard listening to Tina that I clipped a cement highway divider driving to work. That's not the funny part. I kept on laughing. Tina Fey is like comedic oxytocin. But this book, buy this book. Keep both hands on the wheel. Oh, brilliant. I love that one. Yeah, look, because of time, you can read the third one if you wish. But I'm going to move on to this slide here. Should you basically buy the audiobook with what you've heard so far? Well, you know, the fact is, Tina Fey would love you to buy it. If I were you, I would buy it. It's unlikely you'll be disappointed. You have to watch the Tina Fey space. You know, this isn't going to be the first hit that she comes out with. The ball really is in your court. You probably will be in the minority if you choose not to buy it. So I hope this video has actually helped you to make an informed decision. But if you do decide to buy, where should you buy? Well, move on to this slide. Best place that I would say to buy an audiobook currently is between two companies. Amazon, as you know, and Audible.com. The interesting thing is Amazon has actually acquired Audible.com some years back. So where will they go? Will it merge into one? Who knows? The fact is, Audible run the audiobook industry. They've got an absolute monopoly on it. I mean, from Amazon, you could buy the audiobook download MP3 when I looked last for like 17 bucks. At Audible, you get a deal, a monthly subscription deal for $7.49. You know, you save loads. What, $13.50 if you bought it outright at $20.99. It is a subscription service, but I tell you, for $7.49, it's an absolute steal. If you are going to buy it, then I would say either Amazon or Audible. You do have others, Simply, and some other audiobook providers, but for me personally, these guys rule the roost. If you are interested, then there is a link at the bottom to Audible's website and actually the page where you can actually download and in fact listen to a sample. Listen to the sample of the audiobook for free. Just follow the link at the bottom. I do hope this has been helpful. Hopefully, I'd beg that you make some comments at the bottom. I may do a few more reviews and some other stuff if obviously this is something that you've appreciated. Let me know, and thanks for your time. Take care. Bye.